The Gospel takes us back to Holy Thursday evening, when Jesus, realizing that his life is almost over, celebrates his farewell meal, the Last Supper, with his disciples. The following day, Good Friday, would see him suffering a most terrible death on the cross. As we listen to his prayer on the night before he died, we see that his thoughts were on how helpless his friends would be without him. He voices his concerns for their welfare, knowing that because of their mission, they will encounter opposition and hatred in the world. He gives them assurances and prepares them to cope with life after he's gone to the Father. Jesus did not pray that they would be spared from these trials and sufferings, but that they would remain faithful in spite of opposition. Those parting words of Christ are meant for us just as much as they were meant for the apostles. We have been taken into this prayer of Jesus as he has chosen us to share in his work and make even the smallest of our acts of compassion important. Our calling is to be missionaries, missionary disciples, dedicated to the truth of God's word by the way that we live and by our behaviour. It's not an easy pathway to travel, but God has not left us to carry out this great endeavour with our own strengths. If we place our lives in his hands, he will equip us with the qualities of mind, heart, and character which are successful or necessary for the task. Often, on occasions when we run into difficulties in life, we think God has abandoned us. It would be helpful at times of trouble if we could remember that God did not offer a release from problems, but the ability to cope with them, provided we turn to him for comfort and for help. What we have to do is to humbly admit to him that we cannot manage on our own. Only by turning to the wounded Jesus on the cross can we properly face our problems. With his powers, we can turn despair into hope, sorrow into joy, and hatred into love. All that matters is to be one with the living God, feeling his presence like a great reassurance and a deep calm in our hearts. The gospel ends with a prayerful appeal to remain true to our Christian roots, to be consecrated to the truth. This means that we are to have a value system not dictated by the prevailing spirit of the age or the trends of society, but based on the gospel message. In this way, we will know what's important, and when the suffering, struggles, and tragedies of life occur, as they inevitably do, we will remain on course, able to work through the situation by clinging closely to our belief. The fruit of faithfulness is a unity and a freedom that the world cannot give. We would be selling ourselves short if we were even prepared to ignore this call to believe more firmly and take our mission seriously.